True story, I swear. One time, I bought a camera from somebody, and they sent me the camera in an envelope. Not a padded envelope, not a cardboard envelope, an envelope. If you've recently sold a camera, then you're gonna need to ship it. I'm gonna show you how to properly pack it so that it will make it to its destination safely. There's a couple of important things at stake here. One, the camera. You don't want the thing to break. And two, your reputation as a seller. If a buyer receives their merchandise and it was not packed well and it was damaged in transit because it wasn't packed well, that does not reflect well on you as a seller. So we want to make sure that we pack it well and safely and properly so that it makes it safe. First thing you're going to need is a camera. Next thing you're going to need is a box. Now, let's talk about this box. This box has to be a proper size. An ideal size for a box is a box that allows for 2 inches around every side of the camera. So top, bottom, front, back, left, and right. All 6 sides, ideally a space of 2 inches between the camera and the wall of the box. So for this camera, this box is a good example. Next, you're going to need some kind of packing material, like packing peanuts or packing foam. I know it's tempting to use crumbled up paper, like for example, newspaper, but the problem with newspaper is that it settles over time, and that's going to be an issue, and I'll show you why. A quick tip about packing peanuts. If you go to a big box store like Staples or Office Max, they're going to charge you about $20 for a bag of packing peanuts. But if you go to the UPS store, $5. Next up, you're going to need some moisture-resistant material to wrap the camera in. For example, old bubble wrap from a previous package, or a grocery bag. Next, you're going to need a rubber band, or 2. I don't know if these are showing up on camera, but these are rubber bands, so you're going to need them. Trust me, go get them. Next, you're going to need packing tape. Not Scotch tape, not duct tape, not electrical tape. Honest to goodness packing tape. Do not skimp on tape. First thing we're going to do is wrap up the camera. The reason we do that is because you're going to be putting this in a box with foam or foam peanuts. That stuff crumbles and sometimes results in dust and debris, and we don't want that getting on or in the camera. With the camera wrapped up, we're going to use our rubber bands to create a seal. Usually 1 does the trick, but if you want to use 2, that's fine. The reason you're using rubber bands instead of tape is because if someone takes a box cutter or a knife or scissors to this plastic wrap, they might end up scratching the camera. This is just easier, not only for you, but also for the person receiving the camera too. And it's a good enough seal. Next up, you're going to fill your box with packing peanuts. Not all the way, just enough so there's about a 2-inch cushion on the bottom. You want to make sure that there are no gaps that the camera can fall through. For example, this is not enough. Now you're going to place your camera inside the box in the center. This is important. The name of the game here is impact protection. So if this box falls or gets kicked or something falls on top of it, there's room and there's cushion between the camera and the walls of the box. So now with the camera in there, I'm going to cover the rest of that up with packing peanuts. And the critical thing here is that you want packing peanuts protecting it on every side and on top. And now when we close this box and we give it a shake, you'll notice that there is no movement in the box. You do not want that camera to be moving around. Again, impact protection. If something falls on the box, or this box falls from a great height, or something hits it, somebody kicks it, you want impact protection. You don't want the camera touching the walls of the box. You want space and cushion between the camera and the walls of the box and anything that could potentially hit the box. So the final thing we're going to do is packing tape. Again, I cannot stress enough, you don't want to skimp on tape. You don't want to use electrical tape. You don't want to use Scotch tape. You don't want to use duct tape. You want to use honest to goodness packing tape. Don't skimp on this. So there you go. This camera is packed up, it's safe, and it's ready to ship. Well, thank you so much. I hope that was helpful to you. And if it was helpful to you, I would super appreciate it if you gave that like button a little tap. I would appreciate that so much. But either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.